such a douchebag. It's unbelievable. And I love Sal, but boy, oh boy, it's just every step of the way. Every time I try to love him, I can't. So, you know, Beth and I had that fight. And,
Did
Sal
he do something?
Sal put in his 2 cents here?
Well, wait.
Oh, no.
Let me tell you the whole thing. You'll love this. So,
Are you kidding? He got involved?
So Beth and I had the fight. Beth didn't hear the radio show yesterday.
Right.
And, you know, so...
Oh, no.
So anyway...
Like, you can't wait. What did he do?
So I was out all day. I had stuff to do, and I didn't get home till about 5:30.
Right.
Because we had a screening of Star Trek, which I'll talk about later in the show. And, you know, I don't want to get sidetracked with what I thought of the movie.
Right.
Suffice to say, there's a 5-star review in the paper today, and I don't even think that's enough stars.
I know. They ran out of stars. This movie's
it's like the greatest movie I ever saw.
It's the greatest sci-fi movie for sure.
It
Really?
is, yeah.
It is so good.
Oh, I'm glad, because JJ's a good guy.
If I could have last night strangled Sal, I would have, but he was nowhere near me. I just went, he's such a
Sal
fucking
couldn't
shit.
enjoy the Star Trek review.
He's such a fucking shithead.
What happened?
It's like he's an incredible shithead. He's dumb and he's a shithead, but he makes those great
Every
phony phone
time
calls.
you think he's finally righted himself and sort of figured out things, he shows you that he really hasn't.
Well, what is one of the qualities you need? First of all, to make
he's
those phony phone calls, you need to be funny. Sal's funny. But you also need to be a little off, man, because you gotta be a pain in the ass jackass. That
but he knew even like Auschwitz teeth would be funny. Like,
I know, he's a funny guy.
There's some intelligence behind those
He knows
calls.
something.
Yeah,
I understand.
Anyway, so I had a long day, and it was kind of weird because, you know, Beth and I really did have our first fight, and it was so weird as the day went on. Like, Beth, you know, had written me a note, and then after the show, I wrote her back a note saying, you know, I said, this is just, she had apologized to me. She said, you know, I'm never going to ever let my, you know, my limited knowledge of computers ever get in the way of our relationship. She goes, I just got frustrated, and I'm writing this book, and I just got frustrated. So, you know me, like, during the show, it was like, I want to tell her what she did wrong, and blah, 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 and rub it in. And afterwards, I just wrote her, and I said, you know, I feel awful, too. I had a terrible night. I couldn't sleep, and I didn't tell her I jerked off, but, you know, and
No need.
I said I couldn't sleep.
Sal did that.
Yeah. And I feel really sad that, you know, we had our first fight. And so, and then during the day, we were writing each other's other notes. She goes, I'm not going to go to Star Trek. I have some stuff to do. She wants to look at this lamp she wanted to buy for the apartment. And I said, okay, you know, she goes, unless you want a divorce. And I said, no.
God.
You know, we were having jokes, and everything was back to normal, and everything was fine. And then I came home, and I saw her, and...
Isn't it great in a relationship when, unless you want a divorce, it's still a joke?
Right. Yeah.
That's a good time.
Yeah. So, you know, and then we kissed hello and all that stuff, and I wrote JJ a note about Star Trek as soon as I got home, and then Beth and I grabbed some dinner. So we're at dinner, and it's really lovey-dovey. It's like, oh, it was so silly. I said, you know, all I wanted to do, honey, is help you. And I said, I look at disappointment in your eyes. And she says, enough already. We don't have to talk about this, blah, 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 blah. So we're sitting at dinner, and she has her phone there because she's waiting for, this is again with the book, she had a message she was waiting for in a text message. Well, all of a sudden she goes, oh, I just got an email from Sal.
Oh, no.
I go, what? So all of a sudden he goes, so here's his email. I said, you
like in the evening, it pops into her.
while we're eating.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is late in the day.
Everything's been great.
Everything's great. We decided not to talk about the fight.
God.
Everything is calm now. It's like it's over.
How could he
She hadn't
be
heard.
this dumb?
She hadn't heard anything on the radio. Nothing
Right,
ticked her
right.
off. It was fine. Everything was just great. And we were sitting there and having, you know, talking about our day and talking about things that we needed to talk about. So then Sal's email comes in, and she goes, oh, did you discuss this on the air? I go, what are you talking about? He goes, Beth, sorry to hear about the save option. He's talking about, remember
yeah, right.
Yeah, the whole argument was about that I went to save her document, the Microsoft Word document.
Yeah.
I hit save,
Right.
and then, you know, it didn't save.
Right.
And she blamed me. Beth, sorry to hear about the save option. One time I was editing a movie for my son's birthday, and the same thing happened to me. I'll give you some advice that has worked well. Put a Post-it note that says click save and stick it on the corner of your monitor as soon as you sit down for your projects. Not only will it help others, but it serves as a great reminder to yourself to click it for your work, too. Good luck, Sal. So now my fucking head is steaming hot because I go, first of all, she goes, what did you say about this on the radio?
So in other words, in her mind, it's one of two things has happened. You've either talked about it on the radio or discussed it privately with Sal.
No.
The latter's not
it was
an
obvious,
option.
Yeah, she knows the latter's not an option. And then I'm sitting there going, she starts to get angry because, and I start to get angry because she didn't hit the save. Forget her hitting the save. I hit the save. So he's basically saying I did something wrong. I forgot to hit the save button. Now I said to her, isn't this fucking ridiculous? This fucking moron
who knows nothing
about what happened, didn't even listen to what I said on the radio properly. I hit save 900 times. The save didn't work. The save function didn't work. Now Beth's getting heated up.
Oh, no.
I'm getting heated up. I go, that fucking jackass doesn't even listen to what the fucking argument's about. He's basically saying I didn't hit save.
Right. Nobody hit save.
Yeah. Why? Can you leave my wife alone? Can you leave my life alone? Can you just stay out of it, you fucking idiot?
No one else did this.
Why do you have to write her?
Not one person.
And I didn't tell her I discussed it on the air. I didn't want to get into it.
I was just trying to be nice. That's all.
Yeah, but Sal, I told you we hit save. That wasn't the problem. You can send a post-it note to your.
Well, Howard, if you click, hold on, Robin. I'm sorry,
Sal. Both my wife and I watched each other hit save. It was because it was embedded in a Lotus Note that it didn't save.
Okay,
but retard. Here's what we were talking about now, all over again because of your email.
But it was with good intentions.
If you want to do good intentions, give me.
Okay, I'll give you the advice. But you don't talk to me. She does.
And then write me a note, because I'll just take it and delete it.
Wait a minute. Howard, you're missing something.
You won't save it?
No.
You're missing something completely. Sal's life is a wreck.
Right.
He doesn't have time to deal with anyone else's life.
Well, then Beth got heat up. She goes, not to say anything, but isn't it great how Sal wants to help me out after he was the guy in some comedy club fucking calling me names and calling me an asshole?
It's called moving on, and we're getting along great. And she's been great to me as well. She's been contributing a lot of work.
Don't help her. Please.
All right.
It's just amazing out of all the people in the world who you want to help. You want to help her.
I want to help both of you.
Do me a favor. I got it under control.
That
was the point. Your message was retarded because in light of what we said, it wasn't that we forgot to hit save.
Right.
Save wouldn't work when it was embedded in a Lotus Note.
I've never heard of that.
But. Yeah, I hadn't either. That's why I thought I saved it.
Right.
But the whole point was I came into the room and hit save like 20 times before I closed it.
But you have to admit
Stop! Don't write my wife.
I'm not.
Stop it.
I'm telling you something else. You have to admit that.
Yeah, but your note is exactly what I'm talking about. It misses the fucking argument. We hit save. It wasn't a question of hitting save. We hit save 50 times.
I got it.
It wouldn't save. I know you've never heard of it because you're a fucking genius. You fucking cocksucker. Stay out of it.
But why are you involved in their lives anyway? No one else here thought to write them a note.
No one else here cared enough.
Business.
All I know is
it's none of your business.
First of all, Doug Hurwitz wrote a note. John Hine wrote a note. Guess who they sent it to? Shithead. Guess who?
You.
Right. Not Beth. They send it to me.
Well,
that's who you're dealing with. That's
what
who
I did
you deal with.
They don't care about that.
I deleted the message because we didn't want to go back and find the document. She had redone all the work.
Well, I won't write her anymore,
right,
and I'm sorry.
Thanks. You know what? Guess what? Guess who doesn't write your wife? Guess who? Who am I thinking of that doesn't write your wife? Right. You know why?
Why?
It's none of my fucking business. Stay out of my business. I don't want you in my life.
Okay, I'm not.
I'll
really
work with you, but I don't want you in my life.
I just did.
I'm sitting at dinner. I got the whole thing done, and then your email comes in.
Hey, you got to admit though, it's your show. You did bring it up. 20 million people.
I brought it up, and you didn't even listen. That's what's even more insulting.
Because I'm busy doing.
It wasn't about hitting the save button, shit stain.
That's what originally caused the whole argument.
Sal,
I know. I get it completely, and I won't write it.
You're so brilliant. You put a post-it on your computer. You're such a genius.
I'm not.
She hit save 50 fucking times, and so did I.
Wow.
Wasn't a problem with that. Well, don't forget to hit save. We hit save.
You know what reminds people to save stuff? The word save.
Yeah.
Right, and that's what I said. Put the word save.
Yeah, but the word save is on the computer.
We did,
but Sal, the issue wasn't whether we forgot to hit save. We hit save. We hit it 50 times. We were so paranoid about closing the document.
I'm with you,
And guess what? I'm eating dinner. I'm past it, and your email comes zooming in, man.
And it was just a nice gesture.
Yeah, and you want to know something? It wasn't. Number one, send it to me. Don't
will.
write my wife. You don't have a relationship with my wife. My wife thinks you're insane. She wouldn't be around you unless I give her permission to, because she says to me, tell me, is it okay to go near Sal? Is he fucking insane? I go, he is fucking insane, but you can do this.
Thank you.
I know about this, and there'll be plenty of people around. You're like a caged fucking monkey.
Well, I wouldn't go
who
that
I would
far.
keep in the cage and throw some peanuts to. Stay out of it, man.
All right, man. I just
stop
felt bad.
writing.
You had to,
if you would listen to what I said, it had nothing to. Your advice had nothing to do with what we were arguing about.
You're just trying to insinuate yourself in his life. That's exactly what you're trying to do.
Would you do me a favor?
You don't give a fuck.
Would you go
this
over
is coming from somebody who took advantage of an $800 bottle of wine. What advice have you given them to save their fucking marriage?
To
take that bottle and bash it over your head.
Why would you know about saving a marriage, you asshole?
Their marriage is in trouble, Sal.
What would you know
Believe me,
about
it's
that?
the first sign.
No,
it's the
Sal,
first
they're not in
sign of
trouble.
many.
Sal, put a post-it.
Oh, my God.
Sal, put a post-it note on your computer that says the word asshole on it. And that'll remind you every time that you think you're not an asshole, that you're an asshole.
Sal, if you
I'm going to send that to your wife.
That's great.
Sal, if you had called me last night and told me you sent that email, I would have said, okay, this is what you have to do right now. You have to send Benji an email begging him to be late tomorrow.
Right.
But anyway, no, Sal, seriously.
Of course,
can you not
absolutely.
Please just don't send her any email.
Not one.
If you want her to do show
Goes
in the
through you.
hallway,
Goes
send
through
it to me.
Everything
Or have Doug Goodstein do it, okay?
Okay, not a problem.
All right.
Show in the hallway.
Write a post-it note on your computer that says, save my marriage. I mean, this thing comes in.
He's going to help you out.
Oh, my God. It was like...
What guy?
And then I go to Beth, I go, that fucking jackass is writing you a note how you should put a post-it that says save. And I said, and I saved it. She goes, I know you did. I saw you do it. I said, and now he's giving you advice that has nothing to do with even what I said. It was crazy. I was going berserk. I said, I got Sal.
What human being doesn't know the line between, this is a show, and that's a real marriage.
Yeah, well.
And you don't mess with it.
It's a very creepy metrosexual thing to do. Like, what guy writes a note to a woman saying,
it's not a metrosexual. It's a Sal.
It's Sal trying to get in.
I don't want to insult metrosexuals, Robin. You're right.
Sal still wants to get tight with Beth. And
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
It's going to lead to him hanging out with us in the apartment watching TV.
She's got to change her email. And he can't have it. That's the only way he's never going to send her email.
No, if he sends her another email, I'm getting rid of him.
All right, well, Sal, remember that, man.
If Benji's late, I'm throwing him out of the studio, and Sal's off the show. I mean, it's insane. He's so annoying, and he's so helpful.
And this is late in the evening, so he's been thinking about this all day, how to get himself involved.
A helpful tip would be to write a save note.
Hello, Beth.
Hi, Beth. One of my ideas. There's an original thought.
Hey, Beth, guess who?
It's Sal.
It's Mr. Fix-It.
You know what? I mean, in some weird way, Sal wants to be the emotional friend to Beth.
Absolutely.
I know you're fighting, but let me be the common sense.
I'm the shoulder, the strong shoulder for you to cry
Here's
on.
a strong shoulder for you, Sal, and I'm going to take it because my fist is attached to it. I'm going to put it down your throat.
Beth, here's another reminder. Put up a post-it that says, save my marriage.
Right.
Because it's in trouble.
He's going to help you out. He can't help himself.
Yeah.
He's going to help you.